numerous records shattered, undoubtedly leaving an indelible imprint on the sport. Today, we look at the incredible Caitlin Clark and her significant influence on women's basketball. Caitlin Clark was born in Des Moines, Iowa on January 22, 2002. She spent her early years in the area before moving with her family to West Des Moines, where they settled. She's the middle child of her parents and has two siblings, an older brother named Blake and a younger brother named Colin. So, when did basketball enter her life? Well, it was at the age of 5 years old when she first picked up a basketball. However, since there weren't any girls' leagues available in her age group, Caitlin instead competed in boys' recreational leagues, where she displayed a noticeable early passion for the game. This passion for sports runs deep in her family, with both her parents, Brent and Ann Nizzy Clark, having strong athletic backgrounds. Brent excelled as a dual sport athlete at Simpson College in Iowa, competing in basketball and baseball. He achieved first-team All-Conference and second-team All-Conference honors in hoops and was a 4-year letterman in both sports from 1985 to 1988. On her mother's side, her grandfather Bob Nizzy was renowned as the head football coach at Dowling Catholic in Des Moines, which is the same high school where Caitlin played basketball. Additionally, she has cousins who were athletes: Audrey Faber, who played basketball for Creighton, Tom Faber, who played for Drake in Utica, and Mike Nizzy, who played football for Nebraska Omaha. Was hooping always her primary interest? Not quite. After trying her hand at soccer, volleyball, softball, tennis, and golf, she found herself gravitating more towards basketball and chose to concentrate on it. By the age of 13, she was competing in girls' leagues well beyond her age group. Caitlin continued to play for the All-Iowa Attack, an AAU basketball program, until she finished high school. During her freshman season in high school, she played competitive soccer, starting on the school's varsity soccer team, scoring a total of 23 goals, and was even named to the Class 3A All-Iowa team. On the basketball court, she pulled off a stat line of 15.3 points, 4.7 assists, and 2.3 steals per game. She garnered recognition as a member of the Class 5A All-State third team and was also given an honorable mention in the All-Iowa category by the Des Moines Register. In the subsequent year, Caitlin made some significant strides on the hardwood. She concluded the season with an overall average of 27.1 points, 6.5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2.3 steals per game, ranking second in the state for scoring. She also collected some notable honors. Not only was she selected for the first-team All-State in Class 5A, but she was also named the Central Iowa Metro League Player of the Year. Her team advanced to the state quarterfinals, finishing with an impressive 20-4 record. Moreover, during the postseason with the All-Iowa Attack, she contributed 23 points to a 64-61 victory in the Nike Elite Youth Basketball League Final. This year marked her final season playing competitive soccer for her school. In her junior year, the star player returned on a mission, averaging an impressive 32.6 points, 6.8 rebounds, 3.6 assists, and 2.3 steals per game. In a contest on February 4, 2019, Caitlin exploded for 60 points, the second highest total in a single game for Iowa's 5-on-5 girls basketball, including a record-setting 13 three-pointers. Later, in a quarterfinals game against Waukee Highschool, Caitlin again came to play this time. She broke the Class 5A state tournament record for most points in a single game with 42. This performance propelled her team to the semifinals, ending the season with a 17-8 record. Following these extraordinary feats, she earned her second consecutive selection to the Class 5A All-State First Team and was honored with the Iowa Gatorade Player of the Year award, a display of sheer dominance. Wrapping up her high school career in a major way, she continued to take things to new heights. Caitlin improved her scoring average to 33.4 points per game, along with 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2.7 steals. Her team finished with a strong 19-4 record, advancing to the Class 5A Regional Finals. She was honored once again as the Iowa Gatorade Player of the Year, the Des Moines Register All-Iowa Athlete of the Year, and Iowa's Miss Basketball. She was also selected to play in the McDonald's All-American Game and the Jordan Brand Classic. Once again, she earned a place on the IPSWA Class 5A All-State First Team and received All-American recognition. By her sophomore year at Dowling Catholic, Caitlin Clark had already secured a spot as a top player in her class. She received multiple offers from colleges nationwide, and by the conclusion of her high school career, she was an unequivocal 5-star recruit ranked 4th in her class. Safe to say, Clark was ready for the next level. But despite initially verbally committing to Notre Dame under her family's influence, she reevaluated her decision. On November 12, 2019, Caitlin decided to commit to the Iowa Hawkeyes, attracted by Coach Lisa Bluter's track record with point guards and the team's fast-paced offensive play, which was very appealing to her. On November 25, 2020, she stepped on the floor for her college debut, scoring 27 points, securing 8 rebounds, and delivering 4 assists. Her peak performance as a freshman occurred in an 88-81 victory over Nebraska, where she scored 39 points, setting a new single-game scoring record at Pinnacle Bank Arena. She earned the title of Big Ten Freshman of the Year unanimously and was selected for the All-Big Ten First Team. She also established a conference record by winning the Big Ten Freshman of the Week award 13 times, leading the Big Ten with 5 Player of the Week honors. Iowa secured second place in the Big Ten tournament, and their star player earned a spot on the All-Tournament team, setting a record with 37 assists, the most in the tournament's history. She broke the program's single-game records by scoring 35 points and making 6 three-pointers, propelling her team to the Sweet 16, where they were defeated by number 1 seed UConn. Following this remarkable year, the honors kept accumulating. Caitlin was designated a first-team All-American by the United States Basketball Writers Association and became the inaugural freshman recipient of the Dawn Staley Award. She also shared 2 prominent Division I Freshman of the Year awards with UConn standout Paige Beckers. Her freshman averages ended up as 26.6 points, 7.1 assists, and 5.9 rebounds, leading Division I in scoring and placing her second in both assists and three-pointers made per game. Talk about balling! While maintaining her trajectory of steady improvement each season, Iowa's star player became the first female to lead Division I basketball in points and assists per game throughout an entire season, and closed out her sophomore year by topping charts in total points, free throws, and triple-doubles across all of Division I basketball. In her third collegiate season, she grabbed yet another unanimous Big Ten Player of the Year award, broke the Big Ten career triple-double record, and claimed the Most Outstanding Player award, leading her team to the championship. During the NCAA tournament, she became the first player to record consecutive 40-point games and a 30 or 40-point triple-double. She established new Big Ten single-season scoring records, steering Iowa to its first ever women's basketball championship game. The Hawkeyes fell short in a 102-85 defeat to LSU. Caitlin scored 30 points and sank 8 three-pointers, setting a new record for any player in a championship game. The game was charged with competitive intensity and desire to win. At one point in the game, LSU's Angel Reese gestured, "You can't see me," and pointed to her ring finger, signaling an anticipated championship victory for her team. This exchange sparked many racial debates that superseded just basketball, with many pointing out double standards in what gets tolerated from certain players compared to others. Caitlin, however, looked at it from a competitive angle and deemed it crucial to express support for Reese during this period. 191 total points, the highest by any player in a single NCAA tournament, 60 assists, the most in the history of the women's tournament. Iowa's number 22 swept all the National Player of the Year awards, including the AP Player of the Year, the Honda Sports Award, the John R. Wooden Award, and the Naismith College Player of the Year, among others. Additionally, she made history as the first unanimous National Player of the Year in the Big Ten and the first to win the Dawn Staley Award 3 times. She also earned unanimous first-team All-American honors for the second consecutive season. After returning for her final college year, the projected number 1 overall pick continued to impose her will on the competition. She broke the Big Ten record for Player of the Week awards, became the conference's all-time top scorer, and established a new NCAA Division I record for scoring among both men's and women's players. She then entered the 2024 WNBA draft on February 29, 2024, and became the first Division I women's player to accumulate 1,000 points over 2 seasons. Throughout the NCAA tournament, continuously put on a show, setting a new single-season scoring record for Division I women's basketball and surpassing Shamika Holdsclaw's record. Iowa fought their way to the NCAA championship to face off against undefeated South Carolina. While Caitlin delivered a strong performance in her last college game, scoring 30 points, dishing out 8 assists, and securing 5 rebounds, the Hawkeyes were simply overmatched by a much bigger and more talented South Carolina. The game concluded in an 87-74 defeat for Iowa. Overall, Clark maintained an impressive average of 31.6 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 8.9 assists per game. In a post-game interview following the championship, South Carolina's head coach Dawn Staley thanked Caitlin for her amazing contribution to women's basketball, helping it reach new elevated standards.
And I want to personally thank Caitlin Clark for lifting up our sport. She carried a heavy load for our sport.
Caitlin's success on the court has extended to a brand way beyond it, attracting numerous companies eager to associate themselves with her. Brands like State Farm, Gatorade, Bose, Buick, H&R Block, and more have all sought to capitalize on her marketability. She's ranked as the 4th most valuable college athlete and the highest among women. She also established the Caitlin Clark Foundation. A 2022 autograph trading card featuring her sold for $78,000, setting a new record for a women's basketball card. But having now been selected first in the 2024 WNBA draft, Caitlin Clark is anticipated to help boost the overall interest and number of eyes on the WNBA. Will she be able to do it? We all will be watching. Thank you for joining us. Please share your thoughts in the comments below and remember to like and subscribe for more sports analyses just like this.